Alright guys, welcome back to the homestead. It's a nice 4-day weekend for me. So I figure we'll pick up some lumber and see if we can build ourselves a footbridge. Because I'll show you what we're using right now is a pallet and a piece of wood, and it's starting to fall apart, which I'm surprised I can walk on it. We got this ditch all the way down, kind of divides my field from my house area, which keeps the water from running down and all over. So it's kind of necessary evil. I eventually want to fill it full of riprap, you know, big old, I don't know if they call it that anymore, basically big gravel, like basketball size, around that. Fill it through, keep it from caving in and rounding off. But for now we're going to build a bridge, 8 foot long. And the reason 8 foot long, you know, 4 foot works pretty good, but 8, I can run 2 cattle panels. We're going to build the bridge and then wrap 2 cattle panels over it, like a covered bridge, sort of. Then we'll probably plant about 4 blackberry bushes, 1 in each corner, to grow up over it. Because blackberries are good, and it's nice to have food sources and things like that. I have a blackberry bush in the back of the house, and it did pretty good this year, just being a single vine, 4 or 5 feet long. So my plan is, I got 4 2x6 pressure treat, 8 foot long. I'm just gonna make an 8 foot by 4 foot box. Set it on the ground. I got some marking paint. We're gonna paint around it. And we dig down a bit so it's kind of submerged a little, where we ain't got to build no weird ramps or steps. We're gonna walk in and out. There's eventually gonna be 2 more bridges. We're gonna have one over by the goats. That's I don't know what that vine is, but it gets long purple flowers on it. The bridge will connect to that part and come across. I'll run water there from the water line, so I'll have water. And we got our middle one. This is our garden one, the one we use the most, crossing to go both ways. And eventually, on the other side of the pine tree, between the blueberry bushes, we'll put one that goes to the chicken coop. And probably fence the chicken coop a little more. Which I did add one of these on, this extra little piece where I can slide it back and forth and let them get some green grass. But man, they're hogs. They go to town on that. The video will probably be fairly short-ish. I'll do the work and then we'll come back. Just because it's hot out here. This camera, my GoPro won't run that long. It's gotta be a good 90 something. Almost September, like 1 more day or so. I can't remember. I guess that's that dog days of summer. So let me get the boards down. I'll cut them 8 foot and then we'll shoot some together and we'll take a look. We'll set it over here, arrange it, mark it. I don't know how far I'll get digging and doing the posts, because like I said, I'm going to try to take it a little bit easy. The last video I did end up throwing my back out pretty good, and it's still not too good. Getting old. Alright guys, we got the hole roughed in. They had a fan. Take a little breaks, don't overheat yourself, but hole's roughed in. That end's a little high because I think this side's a little low in this corner, so when we put the level on it, we're gonna have to level a little bit. And I'll probably stop right down at the gas station. They sell crushed granite stone or little bags of stone. I'll probably get it and pour it in there so water does get in and it'll run out. That dirt down there will wash down a little bit. It's some areas it's about 3 foot deep or so. So I just push dirt down in there. It'll level itself out. So now we get the post hole diggers and we gotta dig on each side. I'll probably do this side first with my post, level them up, lift this up, screw just one screw in each end where I can pivot. Get that block of wood over there, I'll put the level, just put it where it holds it up, pour our concrete in, and then call it a day on that. This ground is pretty damn dry. I would use the auger on the Mini X, but it's a 10-inch auger, and right now I went and ordered auger teeth for it, cutting edge little teeth. One of you guys from Australia there commented on the video of the auger, because I was like, you know, it's taking forever to dig, and I was talking about sharpening the edge on it, and he's like, man, just get some cutting edge teeth and weld on there. So I found 8 of them for like $60 on eBay, so we'll put 2 on each side, and we'll have, you know, 4 extra in case we break them off. So now I'm gonna get the post hole diggers, and I didn't bring no concrete. I didn't know if I'd make it this far. Which gas station has it? It's not bad. I think, you know, $6-7, 80-pound bag. I figure I'm using the smaller post, 4 to 5, which a lot of them are pretty small. The smallest ones I'm going to use for handrails. We're going to run them between the 2 posts. And we'll run the sander over a little bit. So probably this one and this one, or maybe this crooked one. Make it like a, you know, a little old handrail. They're not the best, unfortunately. $14 freaking dollars. So that's crazy. Again, I'll go get the fence post digger, my digging bar. I usually just use the digging bar, you know, just chisel the ground. The fence post diggers mostly just get the dirt out. I don't dig with it because it just beats them to death. There's no point. So if these clouds will stay, as soon as the cloud rolls in, it's freaking nice. But that sun is, man, this is a lifesaver here. You don't have to get a Milwaukee one, but you can get yourself a Craftsman one or something. But just a little fan you can roll with you and stick there. Put, you know, oh, that's like a rain cloud or something. I got real breezy. All right, let me go grab my stuff. I'll dig the 2 holes and I'll get back to you. We'll see how it goes. It's coming along pretty good. This will be part 1 because I won't have the decking nor the other 2 ends in. Hopefully tomorrow we'll get part 2. If I can make it to the hardware store in time to get the 5/4 boards, which will get 12-foot sections, like I said, and then we can get 4 pieces out of it. Same thing I did with the goat house with the little porch. I think it's only 3 foot though, but you just try to figure out what your cut is and then what size they have, and then by that it helps out. You know, fewer pieces you're buying, and then you get more out of it. So, but I can tell that corner's low, so it's gonna have to come up just a hair. We're gonna dig in. I'll drop my post and slide it over, and then run 1 screw. I'll get my big level, and we'll level it, you know, side to side that way. Same thing here, dig post, boom. I can pour the concrete down around it. I just pour the powder down, and then I'll wet it. I'll pour a little bit of powder, wet, a little bit of powder, wet. You know, a lot of people just pour the powder, put the dirt over it, and then rely on the ground to wick up, the concrete to wick it out of the ground. But right now it's so dry, and I just don't like doing that. I'll get a bucket of water and I'll pour it down there. But it makes it easy, like if I'm trying to fill down through a little crack, I can just dump the powder. You know, and this little bridge is not carrying much weight, just me and wife. But 4 foot's a pretty decent width. You know, you can run your cart through here. It'll have a nice archway, 2 handrails. I mean, it's a tad long, but I like to come out this far away from the bank. And probably in the future we may, like I said, I want to riprap it. So. And if this bridge looks pretty decent, we'll probably build another one right over in there. And then the same thing right there. And then we got more projects for the grapevines. We're gonna run landscape timbers down, block all this weed out, put mulch. I'll probably put a thick layer of mulch and stone over it, because the stone and mulch and stuff will help hold the water. So. All right, let me get digging. It's nice right now, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, a little more progress. I ran to the gas station real quick. Yeah, our gas station. I carry 80-pound bags, $7, and $6 for some marble chips, which I'm gonna throw the marble chips in between the boards and stuff to help keep water stuff out. And I do have one of the posts in, and it is actually fairly level. I lifted the corner up a little bit, put a screw in. It looks like it's down on that end, but it's not. I guess the bank's a little bit lower on that side. Pretty close with them bubble, just out maybe 1/8. That's fine with me. Stuff will settle, you know. So now it's on to digging this hole. I'm probably gonna throw some of these marble chips in along this board to keep it from just slopping around a little bit. And I do have the concrete. I may dump the powder in just to hold this piece, or it ain't gonna move. I'm gonna find my bit, throw another one of them structural legs in, just to keep it from kicking. And I have a little spacer block to help hold it up where I need it. I'm just digging. So I'm just gonna do that one more post, get it in, put the concrete in. If I don't get a random shower, hard to tell, but it's pretty dark clouds rolling in. So I got my tools in the back seat of the truck. And I lost my bit for the structural legs, as usual. I probably ran over it. It's probably stuck in my tire, unfortunately. But hopefully not. I'm trying to remember where I was parked. Yeah, there's that stupid ant hill. And I don't see it. Luckily, Milwaukee has a little bit of red on it. So hopefully I stuck it in a box somewhere. I'm terrible about losing my bits. I even have the organizer that I did not throw it in there with it. I even got one of these. But the longer bits kind of slide off of these. You gotta be careful. Fan's still going good. So let me get some music on. Get digging. I'll bring you back when I get all that set up. We'll wrap this first one up. Hope you guys at least have a 3-day weekend and enjoy it if you're in a different country. Sorry about that. Catch you a bit. All right, guys, I feel like I'm at a good stopping point. One, I'm pretty beat. And two, I got the 2 posts in, concreted. The height may be off just a little bit, but once it's all dry, we'll chainsaw it level. Now I may get a 2x8 or 10 and just make like a archway, peakway, something. I don't know yet. We'll see. I go overboard with these things. But I grabbed some crushed granite or whatever chunks, and I threw it in here. Just help for drainage, let water run out, and because I wanted to, I guess. I thought it looked interesting. Whew. But there we go. And it does look a little crooked, but I put the level on it and it does not seem bad. So must just be how the ground is. So tomorrow it'll be dig the 2 holes, go to the gas station, get 2 more bags of concrete. I do have a tiny bit left, but it'll probably be a rock in the morning. This was 3 bags of granite chips, so that side looks a little bigger. I wanted to be that way more just because this little area I mow is kind of, I didn't want it too much in it, but may not have enough room to grow my blackberries right here. I might be able to plant it over here and then let it go and up. So we'll see. I got one cattle panel. So for now we'll do one, which I'll probably just run it long ways, put up against here, put a couple of staples in, not all the way, and just grab it and tilt it up and over. I don't want to kink it. When I get to the other side, and I'll shoot the staples in. And then the part where it kind of curves up, I'll put a few staples on here. I imagine it'll start to curve past here somewhere, hopefully. The two that are not too straight will be the handrails, and then the other two that are fairly straight will be my pillars. Certainly you didn't even need it. This could have sat on the ground just as is, but like I said, I like to overdo it and it'll look good. Especially because I could probably actually put a gate in here if I want eventually. Maybe the other side. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Because there's going to be a garden area up here, and there's the occasional stray dog. And I need this fenced in too. So that's it for now. That is part one. It probably would have been a lot better if it wasn't 99 degrees. But I got there. These son of bitches are dry, and they got some splinters in them. Oof. 5/4 board's gonna run this way, which technically if you wanted you could have ran some boards this way and then ran your couple 5/4 that way, but you know, whatever you like. I got it pretty flush to the ground. Contemplating if I want to have a piece come out a bit. I might just put some more of that stone in there and just start it flush, or maybe just hang over just a 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch over a little, probably, because it's not, it's pretty decent. It's pretty close. So we'll do that. Them clumps of dirt, it'll level itself out. It'll wash down through there. This is my old bridge. Still not sure how it was holding me, but it did. My wife got it. My wife was not too happy about that, so I decided to build her a bridge for a princess, I guess. So. All right, enough rambling. I need to get in before I die of a heat stroke. I just left the tools in the trucks, parked right next to the bridge, so I ain't got to carry it all the way in and all the way back. And we'll pick up tomorrow. Hopefully get the other 2 posts in, the concreted, and the chips down, and then we'll get the 5/4 boards and cut them. Which I could probably, it'll probably be all right on this side to put a few of them on. Because it should be fairly set up by then. Because it's 4 now, and I probably won't get to it till, I don't know, I usually get up at 4 in the morning, but stores don't open until 7 or 8. Probably 9 or 10 is when I'm going to get to it, so that stuff should definitely be set up. That's basically sitting on the ground. It shouldn't have to really go nowhere, maybe just a hair up, maybe. I doubt it. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Do like and subscribe. I appreciate it. You guys are starting to make the channel money, and that's good, because then we can expand into more of what we need to do. More fencing. The dream would be a nice flatbed truck. So I do appreciate you guys. You make all this possible, and like I said, tomorrow, hopefully, unless it's like raining or lightning or something, and then the next day.